Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Spider-Man 2099 Exodus Alpha number 1. That is an overly complicated title. Should have just been called Spider-Man 2099 Exodus issue 0. But this is part A, written by Steve Orlando, art by Paul Fry, colors by Neeraj Menon, letters by VC's Joe Caramagna, cover by Leinil Francis Yu and Sonny Gao, associate editor Danny Kazem, edited by Mark Panacea. I do like the cover, it is pretty well done, and it does relate to what's going on in the story. So Spider-Man is trying to stop this group called the Cabal, which apparently has killed the Avengers of 2099. We don't really get much information about them. This does seem to take place during the original 2099 timeline, so that's pretty cool. And after Spider-Man stops a pledge to the Cabal, he gets a little bit of information and gets a lead and has to go up to a secret location where he finds some information that something is crashing into Earth, and it is in fact a celestial. Now, the place where it crashed is a wasteland. It's in the middle of the United States, so he's got to figure out exactly what that's all about, and to decode the information that he was able to gather, he has to go see Ghost Rider 2099. And Ghost Rider helps him crack the information, and they get a little bit of information, and unfortunately it looks like a very bad man is coming back as a blast from the past, and this is leading into the main storyline. Overall, I thought this was actually a pretty fun story. The art's not my favorite, but it was serviceable. I thought it was fine. Some of the scenes were actually really good. Others not really to my liking, but I think they'll have an audience appeal. Some of the coloring is a little washed out looking, and I get that it's supposed to kind of look very noir, but at times it didn't really work for me. I think it needed to be a little bit more vibrant and a little less washed out, but it was fine. Overall, it was acceptable. Paper quality of the book is garbage though, so I really had a little trouble with that, but I thought the story really compensated for that. Is it worth the $5 cover price? No, only because the paper quality is such trash. The fact that it looks like the book's been sitting out in the sun for a week should not hold you against the story. The story was excellent. It was actually really well done. And I'm going to pick up the next book in this storyline, and hopefully it'll at least be this good. So I was pleasantly surprised to see Steve Orlando actually doing something that wasn't boring or ham-fistedly political like you usually get from Marvel. This was a fun adventure story. So I'll recommend it, but I would definitely say get it under $5 because the paper quality is trash like everything at Marvel. But definitely worth a read. Fun story so far, and hopefully it'll continue being that way. So I'll pick up Exodus issue 1 and see how it goes. Until then, solid recommendation. That'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description for various support methods, including my Streamlabs and Patreon and the merch store. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.